Okay, Shalom. Shalom. Kwam Yasha Allah. Kohloyim La Yahweh Bashim Yahushai Bahashim Chachakadash. Double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well, and that by the Spirit taught us this beautiful truth. Just want to say the water to all the H.I.M and Akwaf that's out here sincerely keeping the laws, the statutes, and commandments of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai to the best of their ability. This is Yahanan Nawab. Just coming at you with another quick lesson, praying that it's edifying by the Spirit. And another one of these transformers out of here. And Jake is just wicked and evil as hell, man. And then when I look at the comment boards, people are all condolences to her and her and her. No, this is a nigga, man. Straight up. I don't even just straight up. Because when I seen the article, at first I'm thinking like, oh, okay, another Eve done got fucked up. You know what I'm saying? It says, why would you do this? Mother found daughter shot dead. Let me see. I want to kind of, because somewhat of a... Okay, so I'm assuming this is the mother, right? Says, I'm angry. It's like, why would you do this? Her mother. See, with that her shit. No, this is, this is your son. That was raised by your ass. You single black women, man, that's raising these transformers up, man. Crazy, man. Okay, but it says, why did you have to kill her? Well, the Lord killed her. See, got me even saying the dumb shit. The Lord killed his ass. Shalakia. The last time she saw her daughter, crazy, bro, was June 23rd when Woods texted her to come over and grab a plate of food. The 27-year-old was always cooking, and they had talked about getting a soul food truck business together. Said she was giving her daughter advice that day to not focus on dating since Woods was dealing with a recent breakup. Woods will be found deleted. A man is behind bars, according to the court documents. He claimed he shot Woods out of self-defense because before pawning the cell phone. Get this nigga, man. It's crazy. Her grandmother said she was happy when her daughter called her, see, in Kansas about the arrest. Woods was her only grandchild. Well, and you know what? Okay, so your only grandson just stopped your lineage by being selfish as hell and trying to be a goddamn chick. Because nothing's coming out of that. Dealing with no dudes, man. Dude on dude. And it's been hard to come to terms with her killing. Boy, I have a picture hanging up in my hallway of her. I see her face every day when I wake up. These people, man, are very delusional, bro. She had a funny way that she would call me grandma. Yeah, I'm sure he did. The grandmother said she'll always cherish the last times they talk and all this bullshit. Okay, anyway. I figured she had her own life to live because supposedly they hadn't spoken in a while. Last time we chatted. Anyway, let's just get to the point. So the best friend reached out, I guess, after not hearing from this dude. Go to the apartment. Doors unlocked. I'm just kind of giving you the cleft notes of it right now. Says she knocked a few times, heard nothing but the pet dogs barking. She had hoped the door was locked, but turned the handle, proved otherwise, so she went inside. She found her daughter. No, you found your son, face down on the bed, shot in the head, naked from the waist down. So balls out. And when I went to touch, okay, saying he was cold to the touch. That's when I noticed blood on the face. And look at this. Hey. And the people in the comment boards is really like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you got, it's kind of half and half. You got a lot of people that's like, pretty much overall, this person should have been truthful about they hookup, or as far as telling, homeboy probably knew though. Ain't no telling. Okay, but it says, officers found a shell casing at the base of the bed with a used condom. Neighbors reported hearing a possible disturbance overnight. A witness said Wood had been an escort to earn extra money. So not only are you just wicked on every level, man. When Ramos went to the job, because I guess the nigga had a job at the gas station. A manager said that she had last worked on June 25th. The manager said Woods was rarely on the phone at work and it seemed like she was upset after the call. They also recall seeing a plenty of fish notification pop up, just into everything. Okay, I guess the mama told the police a lot of items was missing out of the apartment, including a Pandora charm bracelet. Fingerprints from the used condom would trace to a man who was already in the criminal justice system. He was also seen on camera coming in and out of the apartment. Search warrant for his home found a firearm, of course. Detectives confronted the man with the evidence of his presence at Wood's apartment, including his Lyft app data, surveillance videos, and you saw and everything, man. You ain't getting away with much of nothing these days. The man admitted that he knew Woods from local bars and clubs and got her contact information from the online website. Well, you think that, nigga, you would have heard something about this being a nigga. A preliminary probable cause affidavit for his arrest reveals that he denied knowing she was trans and that he went to her apartment for sex. He told the police that Woods drugged him. According to the court documents, the man said he passed out, and when he came to, he was in Woods' bed with his hands cuffed in front of his body. He told police Woods forced him to put on a condom at gunpoint. He said he fought her off and went into his bag to retrieve his gun and fired at Woods. This is crazy as hell, bro. These people. The man said Woods was alive when he left the apartment. He took the cell phone to the pawn shop for money. Family left heartbroken. But here you go. Look at this. Complete nigga, bro. Complete nigga. This is Esau's world. This is the world that you're living in. You're living in a complete bizarro world, man. You have to really, you can't even walk up on a chick and try and holler, man, without possibly running across one of these niggas. Okay, she said, I guess the mom says the death brings her to tears with every thought. She remembers her granddaughter always chasing after what she wanted. Get that granddaughter shit, man. But this is the delusion of the so-called black woman. Encouraging this shit. Now, you put a nigga like that out of the house and telling them come back until they got it right. You don't be matter of fact, let me get a quick scripture, which pretty much done with that anyway. Well, let me get this one real fast while I'm here. Leviticus 18:22, New Living Translation. It says, "Do not practice homosexuality, having sex with another man, with a woman, as with a woman." Salakia. It is a detestable sin. And of course, in the KJV, it says, "Thou shalt not lie with mankind as with womankind. It is abomination." And that goes for women as well. Women on women, none of that shit is good. I think there's one in 20 at. Trying to see where it's locked at. I know it's 1 in 20 because it gives you a little bit more information as to what happens to your ass. Yeah, it was 20 and 13. Leviticus 20 and 13. If a man also lie with mankind as he lied with a woman, both of them have committed an abomination. They shall surely be put to death. Eventually, that death is coming. Their blood shall be upon them. So this nigga's blood is on him, man. We can go to the New Testament for those people that's the Old Testament. That's the laws is done away with. You can be as wicked as you want. We saved by grace. Get that Romans chapter 1. I'll read this one in the New Living Translation as well. Let's start at verse 25. It says, "They traded the truth about God for a lie. So they worshipped and served the things Yahweh created instead of the Creator himself, who is worthy of eternal praise. Amen. That is why Yahweh abandoned them to their shameful desires. Even the woman turned against the natural way to have sex and instead indulged in sex with each other. And the men, instead of having normal sexual relations with women, burned with lust for each other. Men did shameful things with other men." And that's exactly what that is. That's a shameful thing, man. And as a result, of this sin, they suffered within themselves the penalty they deserve. And think about it this way, just me speaking as a man, the Lord got a sense of humor, because the mother and the grandmother treating this dude like she a goddamn chick, and you went in the room and found this nigga face down with a gunshot wound to the head and his balls out. And think about that. The Lord showed you, now this is your son that I'm taking back to the spirit world, right? Let me get and there's so many scriptures on just prove that the Lord, He's the one that kills and makes alive. Deuteronomy 32 and 39. And it reads, "See now that even I am He, and there is no God with me. I kill and I make alive. I wound and I heal. Neither is there any that can deliver out of my hand." And pretty much overall, the Lord, He dealt with two birds with one stone, and they really have it out when they get to talking about violence against trans men or whatever the hell. They try and put it out here like there's this huge. Matter of fact, they'll look at something like this as it's more important than had this happened to an actual woman. Oh, we have a problem with the trans. Matter of fact, let me see. It's another article in here. This shit right here. That reminds me, I seen another one. With this, because these people are in office. I think. Let me see that shit at. I thought it was in here. Oh, this nigga right here. Transgender lawmaker says Democratic Party doesn't know how to respond to anti-trans attack. And I seen this guy last year. Like, what the fuck is going on? Like, this place is done, man.
We need to make it clear that we reject an absolute purity politics that says there's no room for voters who aren't with us on everything. But we have to be able to respond. And I will say, I think that one of the reasons why I think the sense that I have gotten from some Democrats as I talk to them, that you often see silence from Democrats in response to these attacks, is because, to your point, they don't know how to respond. Not because they don't know what they believe or how they feel, but because they feel like there is no...
And it's crazy. Jake is sitting here interviewing and listening to this shit. I can't even listen to this nigga. Like, for real, bro. Let's see some of the comments in this one. Somebody says, does this woman do anything other than complain about trans issues? Woman. And I'm telling you, man, this place is through. They really have infiltrated the people, man. It's people that really believe that these people, should be doing all the shit that they doing. This motherfucker's in office. This is an actual lawmaker. So just think, coming up with all kinds of nasty, man, for your kids, man. Yeah. Anyway. I ain't want to keep it long, man. I'm just thinking like, yeah, we definitely need out of here. Look at this nigga here, though. Grandmama, mama, everybody in the comment boards. They really going hard in here in the comment boards. Y'all don't have no respect. They can live the way that they... All right, yeah, all right. But the Lord just, called that nigga, snatched his ass right back to the spirit world. And done him in a dirty way. Imagine you... Your mama walk in on you, man. The police walking in and investigating. Your balls out. You done went somewhere and had some ass done, but you still got the balls. Crazy, bro. Anyway, I'm going to end out there. I pray that the lesson was edifying for me. That's all in the Bible ball.